Number two, focus. Now you would think they're the same, but they're really different. Consuming is getting your mind, you're feeding you the energy of your mind to get you to start going through getting your day. The focus is how you focus in now on what it is exactly, the specifics of what you want to do. How do you start to gain that focus? So when I talk about focus, you really want to focus in on the goal itself. A lot of times what we do is we focus on the obstacles. I used to mountain bike a lot. I used to go out and I used to mountain bike before I moved to Florida because Florida's kind of flat. But I have found some good places recently to mountain bike in Florida. There are some. But when I lived up north, a lot of good places to mountain bike, a lot of hilly. So I used to mountain bike quite a bit. And when I started to really get into it and go to different trails, there were times, I'd go down trails, especially real tight trails, and I'm riding, I'm going, and I would hit a tree. I know it sounds crazy. Like, you see this tree, you hit this tree. And I'm going, sometimes my handlebar would maybe graze up the tree, throw me off the bike, but I would hit trees sometimes. And I'm like, I see the tree. I'm riding, I'm going. I see this tree. How am I hitting this tree? Because I know I don't want to hit the tree. I want to go to the trail, but I keep hitting these obstacles that are on the trail that I don't want to hit. So I'm riding with this guy one time. This guy was real good. And I actually hit a tree when I was with this guy. And he asked me, he said, are you just looking at the tree or are you looking at the trail? He said, because you're going to keep hitting trees if you focus in on the thing you don't want to hit versus focusing in on where you want to go. He said, put all your focus on where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. I've actually carried that on in life because it's just like that in life. Don't focus solely on the obstacle, because what you will do is start to obsess on the obstacle itself. You want your obsession to be on what the goal is. So you keep your focus on the goal. We're going to have obstacles. That's life. That's every day. You're always going to have some type of obstacle, some type of thing to overcome, some type of challenge. That's life. And that's great. That's how you grow. That's how you gain growth, is by those obstacles and those things that kind of get you uncomfortable. You're going to grow from that. But you don't focus solely on the obstacle, because what you will find is your obsession becomes then that obstacle. Sometimes people that plan, like I'm a planner. If I have a problem with that plan, I realize one of my triggers to not move forward is to focus on that one problem that I have. Let's say I'm trying to use a program or something, an app or something, and I can't get this app to quite work right. I will stay focused on that one detail before moving on with any of the other details that I probably could go. Now that I've recognized that as a trigger, I know not to obsess on that. Where I'll tell myself, hey, you're obsessing on this one obstacle. There's other things you can do right now. Let's move forward. We'll come back to this. You have to do the same thing with whatever it is that you guys are trying to do. Don't obsess on the obstacle. Don't put all your energy into the obstacle. Put your energy into where you go. Now, I know somebody's saying right now, how do you do that? Aren't they the same thing? If I'm focused on removing this obstacle, that's going to get me to where I want to go. You're right. But you can over obsess on that obstacle and stop doing other things. For instance, let's say there's something you want to do, business or whatever, and you don't quite have the money to do whatever this thing is. You can make that your obsession, where I got to get this money. I can't do this without getting this money. So all your focus becomes on that one obstacle, which is the money. But guess what? There could be some other things. Maybe there's some things that you can do. Maybe you have to do a business plan. Well, guess what? You can start writing that business plan prior to you getting the money, because then that's going to start to get you focused on maybe other aspects of the business that you can do or that are needed prior to you needing the money. So that's one example. Losing weight's a great one. Right now, we're going into the end of the year. People thinking about you losing weight when you go into the new year. You can obsess on the fact that, well, I don't look good. I can't afford the clothes to work out at the gym, so I gotta wait. I gotta wait till I get a new wardrobe to go to the gym. Sure, you can wait and you can do that, or you can just start with what you got. Go to the gym, because that is the goal. The goal is to get into the gym and start working out, not the clothes, not that comfort level. Some people say, I want to lose some weight first before I start going to the gym. That makes absolutely no sense, because then you're going to hold up the more progress that you could have had trying to get into the gym because you're uncomfortable. It's okay. It's all right to be uncomfortable. Get in the gym is the goal. So focus on you coming home, getting dressed, maybe keeping your clothes in your car so you don't even have to come home, going to the gym and going. So don't obsess on the obstacle. Yes, you are going to have an obstacle, but that obstacle doesn't need to become the obsession. Your obsession needs to be on everything around achieving the goal. So if you get an obstacle, if you can overcome it at that time and you can figure out some ways to overcome it, do that. Go, boom. Next obstacle, let's go. Sometimes you have to put that obstacle on the back burner, move forward, keep going, and then come back to that obstacle. And that's how you're going to maintain focus, by always focusing on the positive parts of what you want to do. Stay focused on the goal. Stay focused on being positive and maintaining that positive outlook of moving forward, not the negative obstacles around you. Don't focus in on the negative and just the negative. Well, I have to do this. I have to do that. That's not going to work. Or what if this doesn't fail? If all you focus in on is all that, of course you're never going to do anything. Focus on the what if it works. Focus on, wow, this is working. I got to this step now. I lost 5 pounds this week. I can lose more weight. Hey, I didn't know I could draw this well. I need to keep drawing. I submitted my work and somebody liked it. Great. Keep focusing on the positive. Positive aspects will move you much further along than focusing on the negative. So those two things again, consumption. Think about what you're consuming to get you in the right mind. Make sure you maintain focus on the positive things and look where you want to go, not where you don't want to go or what the obstacle is. Don't obsess on the obstacle, obsess on the dream, obsess on where you want to go. And you'll find that you will get there eventually. You will conquer your goals. So that's Daniil, just talking a little bit about mindset, just 2 aspects I want you to think about mindset. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like what you hear. There's a lot of cool things on this channel. I'm going through a journey myself. I want to take you along with me. So check out the channel, check out the motivationals, the reviews, all the different products and things that I like. Just make sure you subscribe. Talk to you guys soon. Work on your mindset. Think about your consumption. Stay focused. Have a good one.